All right, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be reacting to CNN's top 10 news stories that have happened in 2025. First one was the Massey trial. What happened with Sonia Massey, where she got shot in her home by a police officer. So, number one, I don't think they should have shot her, but I do understand that maybe they were kind of scared and like they were like, "What is she doing with that boiling hot water?" Because I remember watching this video and she had a thing of boiling hot water. So like, should they have shot her? No. Should they have maybe just pulled out a taser? Honestly, yeah, pulled out a taser because honestly they could have dodged the Honestly, if she did chuck the water, they have enough distance between them to probably dodge the hot water and then literally just go and grab her and to stop her from doing anything else that can like hurt them or herself. So it does suck that. So usually, to prevent this stuff from happening, right? Cops tell you to comply. That way, everybody gets to go home safe. Because, I mean, the cops, yeah, he has authority, but you can lose your life and then you die, and they have the potential, 50-50. They either go to jail or they're free, and like all you had to do was comply and just sit over there and stop moving while we ask you questions. I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen this. But usually officers are telling you to comply and like stop moving and what you're doing. That way you can answer the questions. They can make sure that like your hands are clean and stuff or whatever, and you have nothing in your hands. So yeah, it sucks, but
After the officer confronted Massey for how she was handling a pot of hot water. Number 9, held accountable. A jury awarded Virginia teacher Abby Zorner $10 million after she sued the ex-assistant principal at her school for failing to act before Zorner's 6-year-old student shot her in the chest and hand. In gripping testimony, Zorner told the jury after being shot, she was sure she was going to die.
I thought I had died. I thought I was either um, on my way to heaven or in heaven.
Number 8.
that's pretty crazy. I didn't hear about that. You know, I mean, I did live in Italy for a while, so like, nah, I guess not a lot of the mainstream stuff that's happened has come to me, but that's pretty crazy. I'm not really sure what happened. I have to maybe look into that. Maybe it's a case of that. Maybe she reported to the principal. I guess that other lady that this student's a problem. He's carried a gun to school multiple times, and she's asked them to maybe search his backpack, and then she ended up getting shot, and then like she's able to win this money. That's what I'm assuming. So yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, she should have won that money. So, hey man.
Shocking museum heist.
All right, let's begin with breaking news out of Paris. Priceless jewels are stolen from the Louvre.
Yeah, bro, I thought that shit was funny, bro. Honestly, like, bro, like, at least when I think of Paris, I just think of a bunch of, you know, I don't know, I guess pussies that just get run over by every war or world war. They just get ran over and like just bend over, and then they just get ran over, bro. Don't take the French seriously at all, man. Besides their I guess their version of CIA and stuff, or the special forces take them seriously, but like the population itself, ain't really worried about them. Bunch of wussies. But I thought that shit was funny. I was like, bro, fucking stupid ass liberal country, and you got ripped off, bro.
In an audacious daytime heist that took only 7 minutes.
It all happened at the Louvre in Paris when thieves stole more than $100 million in crown jewels and slipped away in broad daylight. All 8 suspects were later arrested, but the jewels are still missing to this day. Number 7.
I didn't know they all had been arrested. I didn't know that. I heard that the jewels are gone because they can literally just break those things up and then break it into pieces and send it. People were saying it's not going to be worth what it was, and nobody's going to buy it to be a criminal. Yes, there is. There's a black market. They'll definitely buy that stuff just to show up to their friends. Like, bro.
Karen Reed acquitted.
What say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty? Not guilty.
A jury found.
I remember this. This lady had backed up into a Boston police officer and like, or allegedly backed up into a police officer who was drunk, and like she hit him, and like allegedly, and then like he died in the snow. But there was also other factors that maybe like some buddies of his came and beat him to death and left him in the snow, or threw him in the snow or something, or that maybe she hit him with her car. And like, yeah, honestly, like when I was listening to it, I was like, this is kind of iffy, like, because like you hear it during the testimony, replay what happened, and like when she told, I think, the firefighters that when she backed up, she's like, oh my god, did I back up to him, did I hit him or something? Because like I guess she remembered that maybe that like she hit something, but she was like, I ain't worried about it or whatever, and then drove off, and then like let them in the snow to die. And then she came back because he wasn't answering her texts or something, or her calls, so she came back and saw him dead in the snow. And she was like, oh my god, did I do this? I remember back up something, I got over it. I mean, and they were also out drinking. Like, where's her DUI charge? I didn't hear about none of the DUI charge. So she was definitely intoxicated a lot. If this dude was that hammered, because I heard he was drinking a lot.
Found Reed not guilty of hitting and killing her boyfriend, off-duty Boston police officer John O'Keefe, with her car.
No one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team. Thank you.
Large crowds celebrated the decision outside the Massachusetts courthouse.
Why are they all wearing pink? Bro, bunch of feminism bullshit.
Number 6, Minnesota lawmakers attacked. A man disguised as a police officer ambushed 2 state Democratic officials at their homes. Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed, while State Senator John Hoffman and his wife were shot but survived. Vance Belter was arrested after a 2-day statewide manhunt. He has pleaded not guilty to charges of murder and attempted murder. Number 5.
Yeah, I heard that for that guy, that he was put up by allegedly Tim Walz to go kill those people because I guess they were his enemy and he wanted them gone. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Deadly stabbing in North Carolina. Passengers watched in horror as 23...
Yeah, like, bro, that was some bullshit, bro. Like, if she just literally, like, sat behind him or, you know, wasn't even there, like, bro, she'd be alive. Yeah, this shit's terrible, bro, but, bro, that's what happens when, like, you're very lax on criminals like this. Like, I think this guy was, like, released from, like, prison, like, multiple times, and he's been to court multiple times for shit, and, like, he was let out every time, even though this dude should be in jail or something, and he ended up killing a woman. He's finally going to jail, but he's probably not going for life. Maybe he'll only go for, like, 20 to 25 years, most likely. And, like, bro, like, he should go to jail for life. Like, all his record, and then he killed somebody, he should be going to jail for life. I think this is still, like, an illegal process, so, like, maybe they'll tell me if I play it, but let's see.
year-old Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska was brutally stabbed 3 times in an unprovoked attack on Charlotte's light rail system.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
I don't know. We didn't see it. There's just a lady right now on the ground with a lot of blood. And everybody's screaming that she got stabbed. And I don't know if anybody's called 911 yet. People are just freaking out.
The case became a political lightning rod after the public learned the suspect, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown, had an extensive criminal record. Number 4.
As to count 1, wherein the defendant, Brian Walsh, is charged with murder in the first degree, what say the jury? Is the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Brian Walsh, convicted. Jurors in Massachusetts found Walsh guilty of murdering his wife, Anna. But unbeknownst to the jury, even before the trial began, Walsh pleaded guilty to illegally disposing of Anna's body and misleading police. Walsh's defense argued that Anna died in a sudden, unexplained death, something prosecutors told jurors defies common sense.
That's kind of funny. I mean, they got to defend him as best as they can, so, but that's kind of funny.
Defense rested without Walsh testifying or even putting up any evidence to back their claims. Walsh now faces years in prison. Anna's body has never been found. Number 3. Catholic school children gunned down.
We're following breaking news of a deadly mass shooting at a Catholic school and church in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
August 27th, a shooter fired dozens of rounds through stained glass windows into the sanctuary of Church of the Annunciation in Minneapolis. Students from the Annunciation Catholic School were gathered inside to celebrate a mass in honor of their first week of school. The attack killed 2 children and wounded 24 others, as well as adults.
A coward decided.
Yeah, I think I remember this one. This is the guy who's I think he was like transgender, and his mother was also like maybe a teacher, or like she was part of the church herself. And like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, I've always said it's kind of crazy how we have shootings in America, but like, it's kind of like, so like we have shootings in the hood and black people are doing that. Then usually mass shootings are usually committed by white people. But now it's more so transitions from like more so white people to like transgender people who are white, but it's still white people, but they're like white transgenders now. Now it's transitioned to that, to where most mass shooters are now. It's kind of crazy.
Take our 8-year-old son Fletcher away from us. Because of their actions, we will never be allowed to hold him, talk to him, play with him, and watch him grow into the wonderful young man he was on the path to becoming.
The suspected shooter, a 23-year-old who graduated from the school in 2017, died of a self-inflicted gunshot. Sadly, this was just one of more than 70 school shootings in the United States this year. Number 2, controversial plea deal.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
In a move that blindsided the families, Bryan Kohberger took a plea deal before heading to trial for the grisly murders of 4 University of Idaho students in 2022. In exchange for the guilty plea, the government removed the potential for the death penalty. At the emotional sentencing hearing, the family...
Yeah, most people who do kill other people are scared to die themselves. They don't want to die, but they don't mind killing other people, you know? I mean, it makes sense psychologically. It makes sense. Like, I don't mind killing other people as long as I'm good. Like, it makes sense. Makes sense why he did that, though. I would too if I like. Why would I want to die? Like,
of Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chafin, Xana Kernodle, and Madison Mogen had their turn to speak directly to the killer.
Police officers tell us within minutes they had your DNA, like a calling card. You were that careless, that foolish, that stupid.
You're gonna go to hell. I know people believe in other stuff. You're evil. There's no place for you in heaven.
Kohberger is now serving 4 consecutive life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole. And number 1.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Happening now, some breaking news coming in. Jurors in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs have reached a verdict on all counts.
Rap mogul Sean Diddy.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Hey man, like, I was listening to it, bro. Like, he did some shady shit, but the stuff they're actually trying to get him on, which is like transportation or like sex trafficking or whatever, based off the evidence presented in court and what happened, he didn't do any of it because they voluntarily went with this dude to go across to other countries, other states. Like, these women love Diddy. Like, I would say definitely convict him of domestic abuse, definitely 100%. But like, saying he sex trafficked them or like, you know, like did other stuff to them, he didn't do that. They were willingly wanted to do that stuff with him and wanted to go. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll be posting this on Rumble and YouTube. And yeah, check out my next episode later.